Alright, hello everyone. Welcome to another Wildewitch RP live play TTRPG session. What is Wildewitch RP? Well, that's me, Faye, game master and storyteller, and Lachlan, writer and producer. We are a couple who love sharing stories so much that we quit our day jobs and created our own company so that way we could create high quality, exciting TTRPG experiences full time and share them with you. And tonight, we're playing D&D. This session features the Burning Veil storyline, set in our very own Velinara campaign setting. It's a deeply personal tale of trust, betrayal, and magnificent ambition where the fate of the world hangs in the balance. With us at the table are several of the incredible players who have joined us on our grand endeavor. If you'd like to play alongside them, you're more than welcome to join us as well. You can ask in chat or just hop into our Discord where you can find out more. Now, speaking of our awesome players, it's time for introductions. Like I said, I'm Faye, game master and storyteller, and with me is Sirenscape, bringing our background music and sound effects. It's a fantastic and affordable sound collection that you can find at sirenscape.com. And now, we get to meet our courageous, daring heroes before they embark on another exciting tale of magic and wonder. Let's begin with an introduction from Bracken.
Hey everybody, it's me. I'm Bracken. My name is Thresh. I play Bracken rather. I am a fighter monk hybrid, ready to dish out the pain and take it just as much.
Amazing.
Why are you laughing at?
Nothing.
Don't be mean to me.
I'm laughing at the Six Flags comment.
Uh-huh.
Next up at our during our introductions, let's meet Avi.
Hi, I'm Kelsey, and I'm playing Avi. She is a half-elf bard sorcerer. Navigating a new relationship. She's got a lot going on at the moment.
There's definitely a lot there, for sure. And last but not least, let us meet Cecil.
Hello, my name is Brent, and I play Cecil Darkholm, a heavily armored 3.5 foot tall forest gnome with a pale complexion and messy brown hair. He's a cavalier that can often be found riding his panther's shadow or another available mount. He's an outcast from the society he grew up in and is understandably a bit guarded and slow to trust, but he's ready to fight for what he believes in.
Heck yeah, we love it. Someone came prepared.
Damn,
No, I'm joking.
it was Thresh.
And so we are jumping into this. We pick up where you all have been in Valdefera. Having come here first to break Avi's curse and being successful in doing so has led you perhaps on what started out as a bit of a vacation, but now has you continuing through with certain events that have popped up, both with Bracken and Cecil. You are currently investigating a lead from Cecil's hometown, a figure called Jellives. And you've tracked her at least to the area of the outer root bands. And
I don't know about that. I
you've
don't think I meant for anything like that.
made it through to the speaking with some of the buskers that some forest gnomes were passing through from the Moonward Leaf, and that they entered into the merchant quarter. Of course, there are several taverns there. And I believe that is where you all left off, heading in search of the figures. What is it that you are wishing to do now?
I think we want to continue our search.
And how do you approach continuing the search?
Are there any
There.
beggars nearby?
Up
They've
to
gotten us pretty far.
plenty of beggars and buskers.
I'll go up to one.
I'll follow behind just in case.
I will stick with the fruit.
Like with the group of NPCs?
No, what do you? What? No, with the crew, with my boys.
Okay, I just need to know. You got like 6 NPCs with you right now.
Yeah, well, okay. None of them are Terry, so that doesn't matter to me.
Wow.
Let me just write something here real quick.
Wow.
No. And
Except for
you've
maybe
got
the new.
you've
or
got
new goblin.
yeah, you've got Cadrib out here who's like thanking the sun and moon of everything that Bracken says, and you're like, I don't care about any of them.
Okay, no, so I do care about Catrib a little bit. In a very Peter Parker to Miles Morales kind of vibe.
Bell.
Washed up to bright and starry.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so as Cecil walks up, Cadrib's going to follow where everyone else is, but you see Lorcan's hand like go on his shoulder and hold him back. And that starts a whole thing between the NPCs in the back. But yeah, you guys approach one of the there's a beggar that you approach. What do you ask?
Good afternoon. I hope you're well.
I'm out here on the streets begging for enough scraps to get by.
Okay. I was wondering if you've seen anyone that looks similar to me come by. And I'll put 2 gold in his whatever.
As you
Whatever.
as you drop 2 gold into the broken and battered tankard that this brownie has set up, the figure huffs.
I swear I'd spend the coin on food, sir, I would.
Look, plenty of people, tourists alike, come through here. I won't always keep an eye on them. I'm worried about my own skin out here.
Oh, if you should be. This is tough streets.
Yeah, especially when you've got them entertainers stealing up all the touristy tips, things that could help people like me.
Those rotten entertainers. Think
Worse
they
than-
own the place.
And then we have to listen to the swill that they make.
I know, right? Some of it's not even that good.
I don't even know true music.
You're right.
So you're a fan of music?
If it's good. Tell me, you know how to play the spoons?
No, sir,
Oh.
not the spoons. And I'll look at Avi.
No, I know
I'll-
where this is going.
I've never tried, but I could probably pick it up.
Tell you, if you know how to play the spoons, you've got good music right there.
Hey, you got spoons?
Who I got spoons? And he pulls out a set of spoons.
Let me give it a shot.
Okay. Roll performance check.
Love to. 17.
It's a good first effort. You're nowhere near proficient, but you're able to actually produce the sound.
No sound garden here.
Mm-mm. But He looks you up and down with a stern eye, Avi. You've got the potential to be a real musician. Don't let anyone else tell you nothing wise.
Well, thank you.
I will need me spoons back there. That's how I eat.
Oh, yes, of course. Here.
He takes the spoons.
I'm gonna have to get me some of those. I'll need to practice.
You use 2 spoons to eat? Never mind. I shouldn't be asking those kinds of questions.
If one's dirty, what do I do with the other?
He has a point.
You know, again, I caught myself. You're right.
Now, are you sure you ain't seen any other gnomes around here just kind of skulking about?
The only people that's skulking are the gang members trying to get on those that are already down on their lucks. People come, they walk, enter in taverns, inns. Some people purchase stuff. Some, help those that need it. Others are just here to say that they've been to Atravenza.
Are there any taverns nearby that are maybe off the main road?
Everything down here is off the main road, boy.
Okay, well, maybe ones that are frequented less than others.
Do I look like someone who stays at a tavern often?
I think we're looking for someone who's trying not to be found. Is what he means.
I wish you all the best with that, but I'd like to be found. I'd like people to see me, to help, to not pass on their way or turn a blind eye. I'm sorry that, I don't know where you come from, where beggars keep track of everybody that passes by, but that's not me.
Alright, well, thank you for your time.
And thank you for letting me try your spoons.
Like I said, got the workings of a true musician. Keep practicing, and your name will be on, the biggest signs out there.
I'm gonna do my best. Thank you.
So, I will say, go ahead, roll for me either. You could do persuasion, intimidation, or investigation to check around the area, see if you can find any leads. See if Bracken rolls.
We shall roll. Quite well, I hope.
You have to get a 17.
I can do it.
Oh.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
I can offer you a 7.
Which is 10 less, if my math is correct.
You're not getting much more than people had seen them in the merchant's quarters. No one saw exactly where they went. They had the guard sort of with them. But they did spot that there were forest gnomes down here from the Moonward Leaf. And it is Cecil and Avi that spot this. As you've spent a few hours trying to find something, it's no longer afternoon, but now starting to become early evening. the officers First Shrub and Winterleg are walking onto the scene. These were the figures that Dwinaloth had provided for you as aid.
We walk towards them.
Hey, we was looking for yous.
Well, you found us.
Yes, Lieutenant Dwinaloth gave us all clear to assist you, so long as it don't lead harm to no guards. So if you pick a fight with guards, we can't really help you.
Don't worry.
Mean
Wouldn't do
even the
that to
gods
my
that you
young
owe
man.
money to, or the gods that you don't like? I'm just messing with you.
They're all my adoring fans. How could you?
But as you are, you have the confused look at the cypress sprigs turning off of Bracken. So we can, we know the post nearby here, and we can help you out. But again, there's no god's harm to us or our co-workers.
No, that's not in the plan.
And then we're good. And the officers begin to lead you. Were you being truthful in that statement? Or do I need
Me?
you? Yes, or do I need you to roll me a deception check?
No, I'm being truthful.
Okay, cool. Just need to know.
As far as you go.
So, you are led to a post, and here you see 3 cypress sprigs that are standing watch over a street junction. And you see that there are several competing taverns on 3 street corners. And, do any of you speak Sylvan? You would.
Yes.
Yes. So you of course understand the greetings that the officers First Shrub and Winterleg offered to the Cypress Sprigs, alerting your presence here. Just simple hey, hello, and an introduction of the group. The other 3 turn to you, and seem to be a bit more reserved, but as the introductions have happened, First Shrub and Winterleg turn to you guys. You can talk to these guys. They might know something.
Very well. Hello, great Cypress Sprigs. You may have heard of me.
Who are you?
Have you heard of the bongo player that is visiting your city?
Yeah, we had one of the guys talking about some bongo player come through, and all sorts of curious things about him. That's you?
That would be me, and I'll just give him a little peek at the bongos.
You plan on playing more?
Perhaps.
Yeah, how long you plan on playing the bongos in general?
Till the day I die.
Oh man, you plan on dying?
Well, not anytime soon.
That's good. And you kind of hear the other Cypress Sprigs agree with that.
I was hoping maybe you could help us.
They look to each other, perhaps a bit concerned. Okay, we don't know bongo playing, so we can't really help you there.
That's all right. A different kind of help.
Look, man, I feel flattered, but you're really not my type. I'm sure that we could get you set up with one of the other guys.
No, we're looking for someone.
Aren't we all?
Not for that.
We're looking for an old colleague to speak to about personal matters. Never mind. Have you seen anyone that looks like me, Forest Gnome, in these parts recently?
Roll a persuasion check.
Oh, I just rolled off the 20.
You know, I really wish that we could help you, but we don't really know anything that could help you.
So you
Are-
haven't seen anything.
No, we didn't say that.
Are you quite sure?
Yeah, I'm quite sure that we can't really help you.
You sure you can't help us? Or you sure you didn't see nothing?
No, we saw a lot of people with guards. We watch over the
Right.
area, but
Sure.
we can't help you.
And why is that?
Roll a persuasion check.
Can I say I help?
Sure.
You want to strike a deal, do you? Just for you. I think I'll make an exception.
We can't say anything because we're sworn to secrecy.
Ooh, I love secrets. I'm real good at keeping them.
Well, so are we. We can't say nothing.
Well, how about this? You tell us a secret. And this one here plays bongos for you.
That's right.
Ain't you curious about what everybody's been talking about?
Of course we're curious, but you know, we can't say nothing.
Well, you don't say nothing, then you don't get to hear no bongos. Sorry.
What if we ask questions and you give nonverbal responses? That would get you around to saying anything, right?
Look, I don't know what you're looking to get out of this, but like we can only do so much. The arrangement was made over drinks, and there was some swearing, and now we can't say nothing.
Okay, well, what if we went and made a new arrangement over drinks?
Then we'd have a new arrangement over drinks. I don't think that changes the arrangement that's already in place.
Doesn't have to change that arrangement, but it could just alter this arrangement, or that arrangement can work in this arrangement, you know?
I don't think it knows, because, you know, we can't talk about it, and what you want us to do is talk about it. So how can that change what we can't talk about?
What if you just gave me a thumbs up or a thumbs down? Do they have thumbs?
No, they're vine people, essentially.
Missed that platform.
So,
Alright.
If anyone wants to roll me Arcana or Insight. It might not be that they're trying to be obstinate. It may be that there is a compulsion of some sort of arcane matter that means that they can't assist in the way that you are asking.
Have you any idea what you're doing here?
Was that clear to all of us?
Yes, all of you.
Looks like maybe they messed with their minds.
Yeah, it seems so.
Maybe we can go and get this undone.
Unless Avi has any tricks.
I don't. I was just looking. I can't fix that. I mean, I could take a peek and see if that works, but
It might not be. If they are protected in certain ways, that may be inaccessible if they do not even recall the information we are looking for.
mm,
Let me ask this. Could you point at the building where you made the arrangement? Or gesture in some vine way?
And, I mean, the arrangement wasn't here. It was up in the Moon Ward district. You know, where she hired us.
of course.
Can you point to where they are now?
Their mouths remain quiet. Might be due to the compulsion.
Would you point to where they are?
I, again, sort of look to each other, look to you. They may be trying something, but it has no response, no result.
Is there a check I can make to see if there's any way around this?
Go ahead. I would say, intelligence.
Oh boy. Well, that's a 5.
It depends, really. Mostly what you're thinking, this is some sort of magical compulsion, a way to break the spell, or curse. It maybe could be a poison. If you could lift poisons, that would be a similar, but it's really what you're getting. It perhaps. Ansel speaks up. I don't have the capabilities to free all of them. But I could remove curse on one.
Oi,
Well, that's
Cypress
not bad.
Briggs. Who did the talking while you were making the deal?
I mean, we was all part of the deal.
So you all have equal knowledge of the deal and current whereabouts?
They seem to be unable to say much at this time. Perhaps you've gotten a little too close to the curse's information.
Do we have a deal?
So what? We just eeny, meeny, miny, moe this, or?
I mean, I would suggest that we, we've had the one that has been talking to us the most. We just continue with the one that we've been talking with.
Yes, that would probably be fine.
So, as Ansel moves forward and calls upon Solanthra's light to bless the figure, soon the cypress sprig seems relieved, free, unbound. Cadrip kind of wiggles his fingers and looks up at Ansel, and perhaps wondering if he could do the same. But
Is Cadrip's class a cleric?
Cadrip's a goblin. Cadrip is just a goblin.
He's a level
He's the
one
best
goblin.
boy.
He
He's the
doesn't know
level
why
1
he's
best
guarding-
boy.
He doesn't know why he's guarding this dungeon.
You're just a level 1 goblin. You have 3 H points.
Please don't hit me with your sword.
I'm so upset.
I know what I'm going to watch after this.
Oh my
Um,
goodness.
Yeah, so, the cypress sprig seems to, as Ansel steps away, he gives a nod to you all. What do you do?
Do you feel better?
Yeah, I mean, kind of. Look, they just kind of kept us from talking too much or asking too many questions. I mean, I understand from like a protective sort of view. I don't really like it. I don't agree with it. But hey, money. You do things for money, you know?
Sure. Where are they now?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know exactly where she is, but I do know who she's with.
And who's she with?
She's got this protection of the wicked courtiers. And they there's a hag coven that utilizes them.
Hmm.
That gets Olcus's attention.
So the wicked courtiers are a gang?
Uh, they're more of a mercenary guild, but yeah, essentially.
They hang out around here.
I mean, they're out here on the fringes of society is where you get a lot of the things that don't really do well in the actual city.
Do they have a guild hall or some place they frequent?
I mean, I'm sure that they do, but I don't know exactly where. I just know that she's with the wicked courtiers. We made that sort of drop off, and from there, the situation kind of shifted. She was no longer ours to guide, but I'm sure that if you look around, maybe you can find something.
I guess that's our next step then.
So, do you ask anything more of the guard? At least here, or do you start to head down and look elsewhere in the outer route bands for now the wicked courtiers?
I don't have any further questions.
Maybe we start looking.
Believe yourself to be a real pirate, are you? Yeah, so I'm not as really as well, not very
All right.
anything here.
So, as you guys have now a new lead to follow, investigation, persuasion, or perception? Cecil, what is going through your mind right now?
I'd say Cecil's probably pretty frustrated at the time that it's taken. Time's a big factor here, and he's not getting what he wants fast enough.
As those frustrations boil beneath your skin, you can feel almost as if they have an actual presence there that begins to itch. Avi,
Mhm.
Bracken,
Yes.
you are fairly certain that you have found the headquarters for the Wicked Courtiers, and that it is attached to a dingy-looking tavern. You see, it's called Blackthorn Inn. It's at the end of a very gloomy and misty street, overhung with willow branches.
You want to strike a deal, do you?
And I want you guys to roll for me a history check.
Just for you. I think I'll make an
Mystery check.
Cecil, you're welcome to roll this as well if you'd like. Cecil, nothing's quite ringing a bell for you, but you're definitely getting a feeling that this place isn't. It's deeper than just the humble appearance. There's something else here. Do you bring your musings up?
Yeah, I think there's more than meets the eye here.
You don't know about that.
Ulcus is the one
Meant for anything
to
like that.
speak. You're damn right it is. This place is one of the more infamous taverns of the Court of Night. Lyrienta. Well, we're not getting any younger out here. Are we heading in?
Yeah, we are. I'll walk right through.
Okay.
Follow behind.
Alright, let's see if we've got a... Ooh, I know exactly which one would be perfect for this. So, as you enter in... Oh, gosh, dang it, Sirenscape. I'll get her back up. Entering in, you see the main hall. It is dimly lit by flickering candles. Strange shadows are cast upon the walls. The air is thick with the smell of ale, mud, raw roots. There are constant sounds of distant whispered conversations. You see the main bar, a long, gnarled tree sawed crudely down the middle, with the flat side up. And behind it there is a old, gaunt troll who moves painfully, and as you catch a glimpse of his eyes, doesn't seem that he'd be able to see much. There are blights as musicians at the far end of the bar. They play this eerie and droning music. It's otherworldly. Their stringed instruments ancient. The melody currently is somber, a tragedy put to music. And you see that the walls are adorned with strange artifacts, bones, feathers, glowing stones, and other items that are acquainted to Hag's Wreath. There's not many figures that are present in the bar. A handful of them, including the staff. What do you do?
What's kind of the layout of the bar area?
You have the tavern hall, which has the bar, and a small area for seating at tables. There's not really like a stage front or anything, but this is the heart of the inn. Beyond this, you see that there is a what looks to be a common room, and then a another area with a lounge and a corridor.
Can I just walk through all the areas and see if I see any gnomes? Casually?
As you move through, give me a performance check, please.
Oh no. Oh, yeah.
As you walk through, you see no gnomes, but a lot of other figures. There's 5 fairy type creatures in the common room, 2 in the hearthside lounge, that kind of clock the fact that you've walked in and moved on. And you can feel eyes following you as you move about.
Bracken's gonna kind of keep tabs on who's checking up on them. He's not much of a talker, so he's definitely, scoping out the room, making sure everybody's on the same page in terms of who's looking at what and where and when and why.
There are
Okay,
tables around.
a few. There's not much here. It seems that the tavern hall
Mhm.
doesn't cater too much for long seated areas. That's more for the
Gotcha.
common room and the lounge.
Mm,
So really
but there,
the main thing is the bar.
gotcha. But there are people in the lounge.
Uh, there were 2 figures in the lounge that Cecil saw as he moved through. 5 in
Hmm.
the common room. Not many in the bar itself.
Gotcha.
But
I'll make my way back to the group.
you make your way back to the group.
No gnomes. but a lot of eyes.
Sure. We can make this work. I want to go get a drink.
So you approach the troll, uh, and he looks at you with those eyes that should be blind, and fresh blood. What can I do? Do you have a favored poison?
Well, not from here. You have a special?
As he finishes wiping one of the misshapen crystal glasses, puts it away. We do not offer specials here, but we have a curated selection of different spirits, wines, ales. You'd be able to see this close on his apron the embroidered name Witherbog, but it is frayed as if it has been used and in service for years.
Well, Witherbog. That's your name, right? Can I call you Witherbog?
That is my name.
Let me get a glass of white, and then that's all I need from you.
He nods. That will be 1 silver as he pulls the wine glass, grabs a drink, pours it.
I'll put 3 silver on the counter. Thank you so much. And I'll head to the lounge.
Okay. As you head to the lounge, the figures that are present here, 2 fey creatures, a dark-winged fairy and a quickling.
Hmm.
And they look the newcomer, yourself, quite visibly. They don't say anything, but you can feel where they are, perhaps measuring you.
I'm sorry, do you have a problem with me being here?
Cautious, comes from the quickling.
Just sitting here having a drink.
Yeah, I just don't do well with strangers in places that I'm comfortable in.
Well, everybody's a stranger at first.
Yeah, but strangers doing strange things makes me uneasy.
What's strange about getting a drink and having it in a tavern?
The quickling says nothing more as her eyes watch back out to the door, and while from your angle you don't quite have a clear of who might be sitting at the bar, you can imagine that from hers she does. And she keeps watch of whoever's out there. But you would know that it is your friends that she is
Mm.
probably keeping an eye on.
Well, there's a real simple way for us to not be strangers. I'm Avi.
Q.
You.
Bracket's kind of hanging around the edges of the lounge, keeping an eye on everything.
So
But
you've moved from the bar to the lounge?
Yeah, just kind of trailing, not wanting to blow up anyone's spot or anything.
Cool. You get the same treatment that Cecil had, where as you move, eyes follow you. Keep watch.
Cool, cool.
Well, Q, I have to be honest with you. I'm not just here for a drink.
Figures.
Mm. You see, I have an old friend I used to do business with that has just recently opened the door for us to do business again and mentioned this place.
You see immediately the quickling's eyes narrow onto you with suspicion.
Is it illegal to do business here?
I'm just curious of the rest of your story.
Well, I'm an open book. Ask away.
I think I'd much rather leave certain cards close to my chest than see what hand you play.
Okay, sure. This friend of mine, she's real, you know. She's like you. She keeps her cards close. And it's usually hard to track her down. She did say that if I came here, I might could find her, but I haven't seen her.
Real shame.
Mm.
Maybe you two just ain't as close as you thought you were.
Well, I mean, I use friend loosely. We just do business. But you wouldn't happen to see a gnome hanging around here, except for the weird one that's out there.
And if I did, sorry, but we've only just met. Why should
And
I reveal something that may pertain to my interests?
you're so right. I didn't, we can go through, each other's stories. I can tell you about where I grew up but that'll take forever, and I'm sure you have quite an interesting story. I'm looking for my friend. I just need to know if she's been here so I can narrow down where she's at.
We could go through each other's stories. But just because you have one conversation over a drink don't make you friends. You're still
Did
a
I
stranger
say
to me.
did I say we were friends?
It seems like you're trying to get a bit chummy with me for, what, information? Sounds to me like you just want to use and spit me out like the system. Hmm? You find your friend, and she does air quotes around it. And then what? I never hear from you again, right? Because it was just a tavern. One conversation.
Darling, did someone hurt you?
Many people have, which is
I'm
why
terribly sorry.
I've done a lot of things in my day. And I take care of certain people. And we will come back to our inn here very shortly, as we do have an upcoming ad break. So, before we go, please stick with us. Hang out, chat, and let the ads run. You can turn the volume down, but please don't mute them or leave us, or we don't get credit. Ads are a huge part of the way we keep our games affordable. You can also support us directly by donating to my Ko-fi, because we all know that a GM needs their caffeine. You can check out the link on screen, and your donations not only help support us, but they also help unlock awesome perks for the community, benefiting everyone who plays with us for the next week. Double treasure, special companions, double XP, and even new quests. We love you all, and we'll be right back. Alright, welcome back, gamers. We are in the Blackthorn Inn. And Avi, you're having a very interesting conversation that Bracken, you are able to oversee. That's happening in the lounge. But let us step and go back to Cecil. You are by the bar, yes?
Yep.
As you stand and look, you did see where Avi and where shortly after Bracken had gone to oversee the lounge. But here in the tavern room, of course, you have the barkeep, Witherbog. But you also have a figure at the far corner. He seems some dark-winged fairy with a tattered cloak, hood drawn even inside. And a goblin that you see is coming back up towards the bar now for a refill.
Hmm. Can I approach the goblin? Or does he not look like he's interested in a conversation?
No, you could approach the goblin.
Okay, in goblin, I'd like to say, hey, do I know you from somewhere?
He looks to you, gives a smile, and you can see that this goblin is an older one, wisest in the world. No, I don't think that we've got any sort of connections. Most people who do don't very much like me.
Oh, well. Are you sure? Do you know anyone else that looks like me? Maybe another forest gnome? I swear we've crossed paths somewhere.
Well, you know, we could do business if you're interested in making a bit more coin than what you've currently got. Of course, Blackthorn Inn must take a cut of it.
What sort of bit?
A bit of gambling, you know? Take a risk.
A risk on what?
On anything. Giant
Oh, you just like...
snails, horses, fights. What interests you? Hell, we could even do a game of cards.
Don't have much time for gambling, but I'll keep you in mind.
Please do.
Alright. I'll depart his presence.
You see that as your conversation ends, he continues over to the bar, gives a drink order to Witherbog, and a notice that he'll be right back before he moves off.
Can I go over to that ferry with the hood drawn?
Yeah. As you head over to the figure with the hood drawn, he looks to you. You got a job offering.
Could be. What's your specialty?
Taking people out quietly.
You must be very observant to do so.
Could be. Depends on what you're looking for. Information and skill comes at a cost.
Understandable. Maybe just information.
What would you be looking for?
Have you seen any other forest gnomes like me frequent this place?
You know, the memory's a bit fuzzy. And you can see where he puts his hand out.
I will put 50 gold in his hand.
You know, it could have been anyone. You forest gnomes all look alike, if I say so myself.
Is that a yes?
Could be. People come into an inn, they stay the night. Some are travelers from Vale Mortalis, some elsewhere, beyond. Can't be me to keep an eye on everybody and know exactly who all looks like who. But you see that his hand once more goes out.
I give him another 50 gold.
Forest gnome came through about a day or so ago. Didn't stay long. But yeah, she was here.
So she left.
Sure. I didn't follow her out. She wasn't paying me none.
Is she with anyone else?
I didn't pay much mind. I wasn't getting hired for nothing. So, I took a notice or something, but didn't pay keen eye.
Well, that's too bad then.
Cecil, roll an insight.
20.
He could be pulling the same ploy that he seemed to have before. Doesn't offer much money until, or much information until more money is brought out.
I'll pull out another 100 gold. I'm looking to pay more than reasonable for some actionable information here. But if you don't have it, I'll start to walk away.
Like, she went out with an escort of some sort. Guards. Some, heavy artillery type stuff, you know. People you don't want to mess with.
I'm people you don't want to mess with.
I'm just saying what I saw.
She left and didn't come back.
I ain't seen her return, and I've been sitting in this corner all day.
Any identifiers on the people she left with?
Guard types, they was wearing, you know, heavier armor and nothing like the normal folk of here.
Not Cypress Sprigs, right?
I didn't see Cypress Briggs, no.
She looks scared.
Yeah, worried.
Good. Now let's slide over the 100 gold, and I'll walk away.
As you're doing that, go ahead and make for me a perception check.
15.
You see down the corridor more figures. Boggles, dark-winged fairies, goblins. They all seem to be wearing some sort of armor, seem to have some sort of weaponry, and you see that directing them towards the hallway is that goblin that you had talked with at the bar. Seems perhaps your questioning tipped him off. And he may have called in reinforcements.
I'll make my way back to the group.
You would make your way over to the lounge, where Avi, you're having a bit of a glaring match with Q. And when Cecil walks in.
Great, now the weird one's here. I bet it's your fault, Q.
Q says nothing and now turns to watch you, Cecil, with a very shrewd kind of eye.
As I'm making my way over, I'll say through the ring ascending that trouble might be coming our way.
I don't act like I'm taking a sip of my wine. Should we leave?
Nah, trouble's what we're looking for.
Oh, you should have told me. I can make that happen real quick.
We might have stirred something up. That probably means we're close.
So, do you do any preparations, or at this point you'd all be able to hear the footsteps that are coming from the bar towards the lounge, and you can see where Q's eyes dart past your group and then for just a moment before returning to you all.
I'd make my way over to Lady Lyriantha and just let her know that she might want to lay low for the next couple minutes.
Okay.
You got friends, Q.
Just because I ain't friends with the first person to come into the lounge asking for a drink, don't mean that I don't know people. And it seems that perhaps you don't got much friends in this situation.
Shame I could have had one.
Bracken, do you do anything having heard the sound behind you?
I mean, I'll definitely turn around. Well,
Yeah, you see a group of maybe like 7 more figures that are coming in.
do they look like they're coming in here because of us, or just in general?
They look like they have a purpose. They have weapons in hand.
And they're looking for people?
Uh, seem to be looking not for people. They seem to have their eyes on Cecil.
I'll go sit alone at a different table.
You've already walked into the lounge. You've drawn attention
Oh,
that way.
okay.
Are you sure you want to do that, bud? I will keep an eye on these guys, and if they make a move towards Cecil, I'm going to move to cut them off.
They are moving towards Cecil. Like,
I'm going to cut them off.
the goblin at the front looks at you. He's just a few inches shorter.
What I'll do is I'll grab a drink off a table as I go by and bump into one of them accidentally, quote unquote accidentally, and spill my drink on them and get into something about that.
Performance check.
Dirk 20.
Slicks the drink off of his armor. This goblin looking up at you. He's just a few inches shorter. Look, Twinkle Toes. I don't know who you think you are, but we got business and it ain't with you. But we can change that real quick.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot that there were no manners in this establishment. Now, it looks like instead of whatever the fuck that was, you owe me an apology and a drink.
Me? Owing you the apology? You're the one that bumped into me.
I was just minding my own business. You and your group of cronies here come through the place like you own it all of a sudden.
Because we do own this here. And
Oh!
it would be wise to step aside as we've got business with someone else.
If you do own this place, then a drink and an apology should be nothing to you.
He is going to go for a shove. Go ahead and roll me an acrobatics or athletics.
Uh-oh.
Okay. It is, even with your natural one, not so successful. You stumble back a bit, but you keep on your feet, and you don't go as far as the figure wanted, as he got an 8 to your 9. But you did get a
Is this
natural
the
one.
leader of the pack that's
This
talking to
is-
me like this?
He's just the first one in line. It's got dark-winged fairies, there's a troll, this is a goblin that you're talking to. You see a boggle.
Really? Really? This is how we're gonna deal with this situation? You're gonna shove me off?
Yeah, I am. And I'll call in the rest of the ones up here as well to back me up, because you're the outsider on our turf.
Look, man, I'm just here for a drink. I don't know why you're doing all this.
Q and her companion, you can see in the lounge become tense, ready to strike. But they don't move yet. Those of you by the door or keeping an eye out in the bar can see that from the common room come 5 more figures moving towards where Bracken is making a bit of a ruckus.
And using our messaging rings. So how do we want to do this? Should I just cold cock one of these guys?
Let him through to me.
Alright. And Bracken will just, fuck it, it's not worth it. I'm just gonna go get another drink at the bar.
Smart thoughts.
And he's gonna put his hands up and back up.
The goblin looks to a few of the figures. You two watch him. Make sure he stays out of trouble. Proper guest-like. Rest of you with me. And so,
And I'll go up to the bar and I'll be like, hey, that one said put one on his tab.
Witherbog gives you a look.
Come on, man.
I am quite aware of what my clientele typically allow for.
Fair enough. Let me get one then.
Pours you an ale. Be like copper for just an ale.
Yeah. I'll give him a silver.
As the figures continue inwards, you have now 10 figures coming towards you, Cecil.
That's cool. Is they have like weapons out, like raised, or are they walking pretty slow?
They have weapons at the ready, but they are not raised. Like, they're not rushing in, but they are in hand in case things turn quickly.
All right, I'll let them walk up to me.
They give a look over to Lirienta and to Avi of sort of a stay out of this as they turn their attention towards you.
Oh, I'm gonna grab Leary and then kind of find a corner to sit in, keep an eye out.
You've been asking questions.
Is there a law against that?
Not officially. But when you're in certain areas, you might want to be a little bit more careful about the certain things you talk about, We're just looking out for you here, friend.
Oh, I don't think I need too much looking out for.
Oh, but I think you do.
Why is that?
You see, a friend of ours, he's let us know that you're perhaps sticking your nose in business you shouldn't be. So, we're here to just let you know that if you want to stay at the Blackthorn Inn, you gotta cut out what you're doing.
Well, if your friend is so concerned, maybe I can speak with them directly.
You see, you did. You talked to our friend and he alerted us of the situation. So now we're here to put the situation to rest.
Well, don't think I can stop asking questions till I get the answers I need.
And it seems that we are gonna have a bit of a situation here. As if you're gonna continue sticking your nose in places it shouldn't be, we're gonna have to ask you to leave.
I think the answers I need are here, though.
For your own safety. They ain't here. And you can see the troll in the group kind of take a club and sort of pat it on his hand, bringing attention to the weapon.
Well, if the answers aren't here, then what's the problem in asking?
You seem a bit too smart for your britches. I won't warn you anymore. You continue these games, things are gonna get very serious very quick.
Maybe I'll just have another talk with our mutual friend.
As you bring that up, the goblin puts his hands up, and you can see now the metal work, almost like a ring-like structure, I think that your conversations are going to be with me and my crew. Either you be civil, lay things to rest, and we all go back to our days, drinking, gambling, having a good time, or I ask you to leave. I'm not particularly nice about asking people to leave.
Alright, well, I'll just go down that corridor y'all came from and have a quick chat on my way out. How's that sound?
Well, sounds like you're wanting to stay in the fold. Because going down that corridor is the opposite direction of where the door is, and he nods towards the door that you entered in.
I'll just have a very quick chat with him, don't worry.
Okay.
I'm just gonna start walking towards the hallway.
You feel the eyes, and you can hear where people move to watch you. The main tavern hall full of all the figures that were there. Even Q and her companion follow into the group. And you see down the corridor is the figure that you had talked with before.
The older goblin?
The older goblin.
I met your friends that you sent my way.
He startles and looks to you before smiling. Huh. And you're still here. It seems that perhaps they have talked sense into you.
Just trying to find out why I'm being asked to leave if the answers I need are here.
I assure you I have no idea what you are talking of.
Then why the aggressive offer to leave?
Was he particularly aggressive? My apologies. You can never tell with those that approach.
Can't say that he was entirely unprofessional or unpleasant, but certainly very firm. Maybe it's you I should have been asking my questions to.
As I said, I'm unaware that there are answers here that wait for you. Unsure of what questions I could answer.
Can I insight check him?
Roll an insight check.
20.
He definitely knows more than what he's letting on.
Well, friend, I don't know much about you, but you mentioned that you like to gamble, right?
It's not much of a hobby, but more my profession. I handle the risky business of Blackthorn Inn.
You're making an unwise gamble right now.
Perhaps I am. Perhaps I hold more cards than you know. Only way for you to find out is for you to play your hand.
How far away is he from me?
He'd be down the hall, so maybe 15 feet.
Who else is near me?
You have the figures, the whole dozen of them, 13 including the assassin in the corner in the main tavern hall, which is directly connected to the corridor.
And how close are they to me?
Varying. Some are right by the doorway that you need to go down to get to the corridor, kind of leaning against the door jamb.
I will attempt to walk back to where my friends are.
Okay. Do you head back to the lounge where you have Lirienta and Avi, or do you stick where you have, or do you stick to the main tavern where Bracken and the other NPCs are?
Towards Bracken. Oh, I think I cut out. Go towards Bracken, please.
Okay. Yeah, you head over towards Bracken. Bracken, you are at the bar near Witherbog.
How that one turned out?
Well, I think they're either going to escort us out very soon, or at least me. But I think the one we need to speak to is back that way.
Well, how tough do they all look?
Oh, can I give him a look and get an estimate?
Insight check.
The mouthy one at the front probably wouldn't be much of a problem. I know that, but
Yeah, I got a 7.
Some of these are definitely the stereotypical mom over a ribbon, heart on the bicep. Others seem like they could eat nails for breakfast without milk.
Yeah, probably softer than they look.
well, look, you ask me. They already did the cardinal sin of poor service, so I'm always down to trash a place. You want to get back there, we can get back there. It's your call.
We need to get back there.
And then, Ravi, you're still in the lounge, yeah? Or Avi would still be in the lounge.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll use the ring and say, "You ready to make some noise?"
I suppose.
Bracken will finish his drink and pat Cecil on the shoulder. I'll start this, and you can get in the back. All right.
Sounds good.
And is the little one that started all that going off or at me earlier still around?
Yeah, you can find the goblin.
I'll take the ale tankard with me and try to find him. And if I can't sneak up on him and just give him a "Hey, buddy," and then just over the head, just glass him. Pretty
Roll,
much.
roll a stealth check.
Ooh.
Yeah. As you, just up behind, he's turning as you bring the tankard down. He is clocked on the side, but immediately you hear the rest of the tavern break out as they saw this. We are going to roll initiatives.
Good old bar fight.
Alright. Just got some bar fight music that I've seen a million times and now get to use. So, alright. It'll be Bracken first. Avi. And okay. So, Bracken,
Yes.
you are the first to act.
I've got my eyes. I'm just daggers into this dude.
He's
So-
already unconscious from the first.
Oh,
hit.
he's out cold.
You got a nat 20 to just clobber him with a sneak
Let's
attack.
go.
But you have now 12 other figures that have taken to action.
The next one to him, whoever jumped up in response, is getting some. He's gonna have a taste, hopefully. Please. 14?
A 14, yeah, I'll say that hits.
A 12?
A 12, unfortunately, does not.
Okay. 6 damage.
Okay. The figure shakes it off. It's a heavy punch, but still seems to be in fighting condition. Anything else, Bracken?
Nah.
Alright.
We're all ready for this.
Avi, it is your turn.
Is there anyone still in the lounge with me that's part of this fight?
No, Q and her companion left when Cecil was going to have that conversation.
Everybody went out there. Okay, I'll move out and send a firebolt into the crowd.
Heck yeah.
That's a 24.
24.
Oh, that's chill touch.
I mean,
it's all the same.
modifier.
13 fire.
Yeah, so as it hits one of the figures, you hear where the Darkwing Fairy is like, my wings, gotta get them out! And it starts patting himself down.
Well, we can spell another. Why not?
Yeah.
There's a 23.
Alright,
Or 11 fire.
that hits another figure, who does not do well with being on fire. Anything else from Avi?
No, that'll be it.
You hear footsteps that come from elsewhere in the tavern, and you would see, especially Cecil, who had been looking down the corridor, where more figures come in ready to fight, having heard the sound of battle. But it takes all of their movement to get up here. The ones that are in the room, however, we've got 3 that go for Cecil, 3 going for Avi, 3 going for Bracken, and then others that are against your NPCs in the background. So, Cecil, that is a 21 to hit.
Yep.
For 5 points of bludgeoning damage as someone hits you with a club. A 13 misses, yeah?
Yep.
And then the last figure comes by trying to smash a bottle over your head with a 14. So it just hits the bar behind you. Avi,
Mm-hmm.
you have a dagger thrown at you
Oh,
with a 21
yeah, that hits.
for 5 points of piercing.
Okay.
You are approached by a figure with a chair from one of the tables. That is a 13 to hit.
Just hits.
For 4 points of bludgeoning damage. And a pixie's gonna try and bite you.
Wow. Okay.
14,
Yeah.
1 point of piercing. And
Okay.
Bracken,
Yes.
you've got a troll that stands in front of you and goes for a punch with a natural 20.
We're gonna go ahead and scarf that one.
Alright, as your scarf goes up, it caught mine! And he goes to pull away and try and warn the others as you have a you've got a boggle that's gonna come up and throw some of his oil at you.
Come on. Not the boggle.
A 5 will miss.
Yeah.
Sure. And then the last figure that comes up to you is the one that you had just punched before, another goblin that is he's gonna swing a sword at you.
Whoa.
Short sword. With an
That's
18.
not law regulation. With. Oh, wait. So the scarf gives a plus how much again, my?
I
In
believe
a minute.
it is a +5. I believe it functions like shield.
Okay, so then that would miss.
Alright, so with that, then you are fine. And that is it for our mercenaries. As Cecil, we come to your turn.
I will swing at the one that hit me with a club. The 25 hit.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
How about a 13?
A 13 unfortunately just misses.
Alright, that's my turn.
So with that, it is our NPCs go. You can hear the figures, Cadrib going into it, Ansel trying to keep eyes out on everything, Ulcus shooting arrows off as Lorcan does as well, and let's see. Cool. So, what's everyone's passive perception?
16.
12.
12.
All right. You. You just hear the sounds of the fighting that fill the room, and as the fight continues, Bracken, it's your turn.
We're gonna go after the one with the sword. That little gobbo. 12. Come on. There it is.
With a natural 20, if you would like to paint a picture, because you had already hit him once.
So the first two miss, and I assume he gets a little bold and I see him open up, and I just catch him right in the jaw, and just teeth just scatter. And then I'll turn to the next target. I'm assuming in this case the troll.
Yeah, the troll's right there.
Perfect. We'll turn to him.
As you turn to face the troll, Avi, it is your go.
Okay. I'm gonna try and stab somebody. I have 2 people like directly on me, yeah?
2 directly on you, and then the guy that threw the dagger at you.
Okay. I don't want to stab a pixie. I feel bad. We'll stab the other guy. It's a 10 to hit.
And unfortunately misses.
That's fine. We'll send out a bardic to Cecil.
Alright, Cecil, you feel empowered by the bardic inspiration provided by Avi. Many of these are mercenary. And as they begin to work, the other figures that have come in are going to rush forward, creating more chaos around, and we've got some attacks going for peoples. A natural 20 is coming towards Bracken in the form of a javelin.
We'll shield that, I guess. Skyfire will scarf that.
Well, it's a natural 20, so it auto hits.
Okay. All right, never mind.
It would be a 25 total if the shield goes up, for what it would hit you at. If that would...
Gotcha. Doesn't the scarf negate the damage from the initial hit, and then it ups my AC for the rest?
Let me look at how I worded it.
I could be wrong. But...
I've got it right over here. So you gain +5 to your AC and immunity to the triggering damage.
Got it.
So, yeah.
Cool. We will do that.
Then the, what you do is as your shield comes up from the scarf, you see where the impact of the javelin sort of changes the weave pattern as it hangs in the air, almost as if the javelin stops right in front of you, just moments away from impact. And at the same time, another attack from the troll comes in with the club, but misses with a 12.
Alright.
Cecil, you have a figure that is going to swing an axe at you, but a 9 misses. And then a Avi.
Mm-hmm.
The pixie's gonna try and bite you again.
Sure.
15?
Yeah.
1 point of piercing damage.
Okay.
And Cecil, it is your turn.
I'll attack the same one I did last turn.
The first one you attacked went down.
Oh, okay. Then I'll attack this axe person.
Okay.
21.
Yeah. He's down.
Oh, well, the next one I'm sure misses whoever it was.
As you go to swing, you are face to face with a quickling who just dodges out of the way before you can even really blink.
Alright. Are all the people that were fighting kind of making a barrier around the hallway corridor?
You just saw like 7 more pile out of the hallway, so it's kind of congested at this time.
Okay, cool. I'll stay there. Thank you.
You hear again the figures of your NPCs moving about and continuing the fight. Avi,
Mm-hmm.
you said your passive perception 16?
Yes.
Over the din of battle, you think you hear, not terribly far outside, further towards the back of the inn, what sounds to be casting of some sort of spell.
Hello. I kind of shout out. There's a caster in the back.
Bracken,
Yes.
what do you want to do here?
Well, I mean, we gotta take care of this troll, right? Like, that's uncalled for. He's very big and very mean. Oh, here we go. Oh, we're gonna flurry this. We're gonna go all out on this troll. 13 at the lowest.
13 unfortunately misses, but the other 3 hit.
Beautiful. And that'll be 30 damage.
Okay. The troll hits the ground.
Oh, these guys are wusses.
I have you fighting over like a ton of people. I'm spreading the HP out.
Well, no, I'm just referring back to the talk Bracken and Cecil had. Nothing against you.
So, Avi,
Mm-hmm.
it is your turn.
Oh goodness. I hear the casting. Can I visually see anybody?
No, not from your position. But if you're looking around, you would notice that hold on, let me look at this. From the lounge,
Mm-hmm.
there are curtain windows that seem to have some sort of developed, almost lawnscaping, maybe even a garden outside. It's hard to say for sure because the curtains are somewhat drawn.
Mm. Okay. This is so stupid. Can I run back into the lounge?
Yeah.
And I'll put back a curtain.
So you pull back a curtain, you watch where a short gnomish figure with a pack on her back is running through the gardens.
Uh-oh. Can I get this window open?
It would be an action to open the window.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, you open the window.
I'm gonna start running after her.
You
And-
have just enough movement from where you had crossed the room to get outside.
Okay, that's fine. I'll pop outside and keep an eye on her.
Okay. Our mercenaries, you've got a quickling that follows after you, Avi, and you see that it is Q. And she draws forth a dagger.
No, I thought we were friends.
I tried to tell you we weren't. And she takes a swing and gets a natural 20.
Great.
That is going to be 7 points of piercing damage.
Mm.
Inside, we have the quickling that is going to just punch Cecil. Or at least attempt to. That is a 13, so I believe that misses.
Miss.
But you do feel a disturbance in the air, and as you look, there's a tankard that is being thrown at you as well. That'll be a 21.
That'll hit.
That'll be 6 points of bludgeoning damage. Bracken, you got a figure that's coming up to you with a broken beer bottle.
Oh no.
But a 7 misses. It seems that he's had a bit too much of the bottle himself. Cecil, it's your turn.
Can I swing at this quickling?
Yeah, go for it.
It's a 25
That'll hit.
for 7 damage,
Okay,
and then a 27
that'll hit.
for 9 more damage.
Quick link down. All about your companions are continuing, and then you hear Ron. Where's Avi?
Did
I don't know.
any of us see her?
You didn't. You saw her, and then the battle kind of grew out of control.
I'm sure she's doing all right.
And
Can I ask on the ring, or is that more of an action?
that would be an action because
Okay.
it's using the message spell, which is an action to cast.
No, I don't. If I don't see her, I don't see her.
Yep. You guys don't see her in the throng of battle.
Ron, check your ring.
As our NPCs continue to go, it is, you watch Avi, this figure, pay no mind to the Blackthorn Inn and abscond, jumping over the hedges and running off into the night. Bracken, we come to your turn.
Well, this guy came at me with a beer bottle, so I'm going to... Can I get a third one? Does it 11 hit?
An 11 unfortunately does not hit.
Alright, well. We will still put 2 in them. For a good old pop pop.
He's
For-
out like a light.
So the first one comes and catches him in the shoulder, and then the second one grabs the arm with the beer bottle and punches his hand into him so he stabs himself.
As he drops down, we will come to Avi's turn just after our ad break. So, stick around with us, but before we go, please stick with us, hang out, chat, and let the ads run. You can turn the volume down, but please don't mute them or leave us, or we won't get credit. Ads are a huge part of the way that we keep our games affordable. You can also support us directly, donating to my Ko-fi, because we all know that a GM needs our caffeine. There's a link on the screen, and your donations not only help support us, but also help unlock awesome perks for the community, benefiting everyone who plays with us for the next week. Double treasure, special components, double XP, and even new quests. We love you all, and we'll be right back. Alright, we are back. And as we join back in, Avi, it's your turn. You've got Q right in front of you, but you saw this gnomish figure and she darted beyond the gardens without a care in the world, running into the night, beyond what you can see. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna turn back to Q. I have no quarrel with you. Get off of me. Go inside.
Are you trying to do anything like a command, or are you just saying this?
No, I'm just telling them. Go inside. Leave me alone. Go away.
Fortunately, you're messing in my business. Can't really let you go without at least giving you a bit of a scuffle.
Your little needle scratched me. And I'll try to stab at her.
Go for it.
She got you with a gum jabbar?
That's an 18. For 3
Okay.
piercing, but I'm gonna add psychic blades, which is 3d6, I believe. So that's 14 psychic.
Okay. With that, you heavily wound Q, who kind of falters back. Her wings
Inside.
giving out. And she just glares at you from where she's at on the ground. Anything else, Avi?
No, that's it.
Our mercs are gonna go. Q doesn't go inside, but she also doesn't pick herself up. It seems that perhaps she's a bit more incapacitated. And inside, bar fight still ongoing. Plenty of mercs hanging out with the rest of your NPCs, but Bracken, that is gonna be a 17 to punch you.
That will hit.
That'll be 4 points of bludgeoning damage. And Cecil, you're getting an attempt at getting shanked. But a 15, I believe, misses.
That misses.
Yeah, so there's the clink of your armor, but the attack does not go through. And Cecil, it's your turn.
Can I swing at the guy who shanked me, or attempted to?
Yeah, totally.
Well, what are you gonna do?
I know what I'm going to do. Uh, so, as you try and retaliate, the boggle that you are trying to hit is just a little too slippery for you.
Super annoying.
And the NPCs go about and looking around, not seeing any sign of Avi. Ron is going to use her action to activate her Ring of Message, and will reach out. Avi, are you okay? I don't see you in the fight.
I'm fine. I'm outside. Jellyfish is gone.
As you say that, Ron repeats those words. Not so much. She actually... Cecil! She's not here!
How do you know?
Avi just told me.
Well, where then?
Gone!
Great.
And... Bracken,
Yeah.
we come to your turn.
Still got a guy on me, so we're throwing some hands. Oof. And bonus. There we go. That'll be 2. 20?
20 will hit.
Oh, 20 damage.
Oh, 20 damage? Yeah.
It was 2 26s and a 13. And that will be my turn.
As you are clearing it out, Avi, what are you doing?
I'm kind of looking at you. You need help.
I'll be fine.
Fine. I'm going inside.
Good luck.
Eat dirt. I'm gonna head inside.
Got him. Woo!
Yeah, as you move in, there is still the bar fight heading on.
I'll send a fireball out somewhere. Firebolt.
Fireball? Hell yeah, I'm here for this.
Firebolt. 19 to hit somebody.
19 hits someone, yeah.
That's 17 fire.
Okay, yeah, figure drops.
That's it. That's
Alright, our mercs are gonna continue. There's just a lot of them here. It seems that, you know, a headquarters has a lot of them. Avi, that pixie's back. It's gonna be a 16 to hit.
yeah. Wow, these little things trying to pick on me.
1 point of piercing damage as it just bites the finger that you cast with.
You're so rude. It's my fingy.
Bracken, a dark-winged fairy comes up and tries to slash you from behind with his dagger. 17 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
That is gonna be 5 points of piercing damage as you are stabbed in the back of the shoulder.
Now.
And then, Cecil, another tankard's being thrown at you. But a 13, I believe, does not hit.
Correct.
Okay. Cecil, what do you do?
Can I see Avi now?
You would see Avi now, yes.
I want to use my movement to get to Avi.
Okay, you provoke an attack of opportunity.
That's fine.
That is a 17 to hit.
It's misses.
Okay.
Avi, where'd she go?
She just ran off. She
Where?
gone that way. Through the gardens. Gone. Out. But goodbye.
How long ago?
Like 10 seconds ago, maybe? I don't know.
We can still catch her.
She's gone, dude.
I got a thing I can ride.
Hop out that window, I guess.
How much movement did I use to get to Avi?
It would have used about 20 feet to get to Avi from where you were standing.
Okay, can I pop out my sable and mount it?
Yeah, you've only used movement this round.
Yeah. Like I use my action to dash?
Sure. So,
Can I crash through the window dramatically?
well, the
on
window's
a giant
already
table?
open.
I want to crash through the glass.
I'm gonna ask for an animal handling check to move your sable up higher than normal.
Natural 20.
You crash
What
through
else
the
do you
glass.
want?
Someone get the story dice in chat. So yeah, it's a dramatic moment that you crash through, going higher than needed, but hey, it's all for the aesthetics. Unfortunately, no one is outside to really appreciate this except for Q, one of the quicklings who is in perhaps very bad shape. Massive headache going on right now.
She's eating dirt.
I guess that's my turn.
So, our NPCs, Lorcan calls out, "So are we leaving?" As he releases another arrow into more of the bar fight.
Cecil seems intent on doing so.
Right, and so he's going to risk the opportunity attacks from him as he rushes in, and the others a little bit more careful. Ansel definitely, Lyriantha sort of moving, trying to not be spotted. Follow after. Bracken,
Yeah.
what do you do?
Well, there's a fairy that just stabbed me, and I believe this fairy would be roughly fist size. So,
No, you were a fairy before.
oh, that's fair. You're right.
Wow.
Wow. Fairies come in all shapes and sizes, Faye.
They do.
That's a little generic.
They do come in all shapes and sizes.
That's a little messed up. Let me just go ahead for those two, and we'll figure out what we're doing after that. Does 18 damage do enough to this fairy?
An 18 damage does enough to the fairy.
Awesome. Who's next? Who else wants a taste?
I mean, you've got all the people in the bar, but you saw where Cecil ran out. You heard the crash. You see where the NPCs are moving.
I will make a move to that, but if anyone's gonna try to stop me, then by all means they can have some.
Okay. Why don't you give me what is your passive intimidation?
Passive intimidation is going to be a 15.
Okay, good to know. Avi, what are you doing?
I shake this pixie off of my finger and jump out the window again.
Okay. Pixie's gonna try and take an attack of
Oh,
opportunity. It's natural 20.
my goodness.
It's 2 points of piercing damage.
Leave me alone!
But you get out the window.
I'm gonna start running in the direction I saw Jellivis running.
Okay. I will say at this point then, if you guys are making a move to be outside, that initiative breaks. As the figures really just kind of wanted to run you off rather than any sort of true harm. But now comes the fact of following after Jellivis. And as you are moving towards the area that Avi you had spotted, go ahead, give me survival checks to move through the hedges here. Let's see what Bracken rolls.
Apologies. We've got a 5.
Avi, you're stumbling a bit, getting caught up in the roots and twisted about in the fog of the space here. It does slow your group down just a bit, but you've got enough that you keep on the correct path. You don't get, you don't lose where Jellivis is gone. What do you all do in this moment as you are tracking, or what thoughts flow through your mind?
Cecil's real eager for answers.
Okay. And Cecil, your mind is full of answers to be accounted for, to be answered. You ride harder. Bracken, Avi, thoughts? Actions?
I'm just doing my best to keep up with everyone. It's, it's not my strong suit, but
I'm still riding the high of that fight. I kind of want to dive back into that bar and see how many more people want to go.
I am thinking about, I'm slightly worried about how far Cecil is willing to go to get to this person.
As you worry, and as you have the high on both of your ends, Avi, you would notice the hands that come to your side as Ron helps to keep you from falling, steadying yourself. And as you all break through the gardens, you are in a small grove. There's vine-covered lattices, and no sign of Jellivis. At least not currently. And as you reach this empty grove with mist clinging to the ground, vines curling and growing high above your heads, the wind blowing through the willow trees, almost as if spirits still linger in the sound that you can hear, I think this is a perfect place for us to end tonight's episode.
Oh.
And we will pick back up here next week. So, thank you to our players for playing. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you to our viewers for viewing. I hope you all enjoyed. I will see you guys in the next stream, but until then, please head over to wildewitch.com. Check us out there for all the fun stuff we've got going on, all the ways you can find us, including the invite link to our Discord to hang out and jump in a game yourself. As always, may the ever-burning light forever guide your steps. Laters.